one-sided, very one-sided.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of snowballed pretty fast after that ace, that first ace. I was like, yeah, and like right when I saw Sedge go in and only hit one person with the ult, I was like, oh no, that was
Oh,
not
and
that was not a good choice.
yeah, and we're getting this going. We got
We
the
got
picks and bans going.
EMP 5-way pot split on the left, and then Thunderous Lovers on the right.
Our first ban, insta-ban Sejuani.
I
Nobody wants to
don't
see Sejuani.
I don't blame them at all.
Oh, Leona, they're targeting Corey there. They saw Leona, they saw what she did, and they're not letting it happen this game. It's a little tip of the hat to Corey there. Oh, Diana.
Oh.
So they're targeting at the mid laner there because apparently she only plays Diana. In
Yeah, I
hand.
was gonna say that was aimed at the mid lane.
Yeah, so they'll see. They're trying to force an Annie pick, but we'll see what happens. Shen, just generic ban.
Yeah.
Shen wasn't played their first game, but they don't want to see it. And Lulu. That's interesting.
Oh, that is very interesting. Because if anything, I thought I might be misinformed here, but I thought one of the guys on EMP 5-way played Lulu.
No, that'd be me.
Oh, well, there we go.
I'm not on that team. I'm the only Lulu player. They banned Malphite. Super generic bans other than Leona. They just basically went straight for the throw and Corey, and then just two very generic. All these characters too good. Not gonna
Too good.
I know what's going through the mind of EMP 5WayPotSplit. They've been discussing a lot, strategizing. The first thing they're gonna first pick Kha'Zix through King Jaywell's up there.
Oh.
Kha'Zix really easy to play champion. It's perfect for a scrub and noob like Jordan to play him. Very potent pick. They're probably gonna insta-lock that immediately. He can go mid or top. It's a pretty versatile pick. So.
Yeah, it's a pretty versatile pick, and as we saw yesterday, it's an effective pick, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. Kha'Zix stomped on everybody yesterday's game. There was not a lot of things people could do.
Let's see. We only right now in terms of the viewer pool, we got one viewer. So there we go.
Well, take the hell out of them. Oh, and they're gonna pick Morgana. This is super interesting because I've been talking with them before. I've been talking with them before the game, and actually EMP wanted to pick up Morgana. So if they pick Morgana, all their preparations are gonna go down the drain.
Oh,
Yep, there it goes. I'm so super curious what's gonna happen. Honestly, they could just put if there's Morgana mid. They could just put Kha'Zix against Morgana. Morgana cannot fight Kha'Zix.
No,
her spell shield only works against magic damage.
Yeah,
does nothing
damage,
versus Kha'Zix.
Tear him to
But
shreds.
Amumu got through, so they have this super good combo of Amumu Morgana, which is absurd. Like,
yeah,
that's a super good team fight right there. So they're gonna have to counter with something very special.
You put those two ults together. That's a bad day right there.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about Morgana is she's not quite bursty enough. Really, a lot about sustained damage.
Yeah,
not gonna really cut it. We'll see. They're probably not sure what to pick because Morgana was the little ace in the hole.
Oh, that's a solid pick.
Yeah, MF, and probably gonna be a support here. So we're going with the Rise.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Now it ain't no Uncle Rise because I know Mike doesn't own that skin, but
Oh,
a strong.
Yo, if I could see Uncle Rise right now,
Yeah,
that would
actually,
be
that's
godlike.
a super good pick against Morgana because you can only kill Rise through burst, and even then it's impossible. So it's gonna be really tough for Morgana to actually do anything to Rise late game. But we'll have to see if they get to late game. Taric, super standard bot lane. I'm looking at probably like a Tristana pick from them, or maybe an Ezreal.
You know what? I really have no idea who they could be going with.
I mean, if they want to really focus and maximize their damage, they could pick something like a Kog'Maw to deal like infinity damage. But Tristana would also be a super good pick because everyone's locked down with Morgana and Amumu ults. Tristana can just sit in the back, and oh man, they predicted this Yorick pick too. But so that's going to be going to the top laner.
Yeah, that's top for sure.
And then 80 carries last to be picked. We'll see what the support and the jungler ends up being. Chimney Soldier is going to be on support. I'm thinking Cho'Gath. Oh, Jungle Cho'Gath support Zyra. So That's super strong, actually.
That is pretty strong. I haven't seen too many Zyra supports, but I've heard good things about it.
Zyra support was really, really big in like season 2. And they nerfed her a little bit. They nerfed a lot of her base damage and stuff like that. But she still has a snare that hits multiple people, and an AoE ult that knocks up a lot of people. Combined with the AoE knockup from Cho'Gath and the AoE silence, it's going to be really, really potent against people like Morgana and whatever AD carry they have. And it also synergizes super well with Misfortune ult, who they're just going to be in the Zyra ult, and she can just ult all of them and deal infinity damage. These are both two really, really solid teams right now. We'll have to see what the AD carry is to see if they've actually done anything with it. The only thing I actually do not like is the Yorick pick. I don't think the Yorick pick really synergizes well with their team.
Yeah, I don't think it synergizes very well at all.
Oh, they're putting Cho'Gath top, and they're going to put Kha'Zix in the jungle. If you look, you can see their summers there. And like I said, they're going with the Tristana. Really, really standard. Super hyper carry. Really, really scales really, really well into late game, which is going to help counteract the fact that Morgana scales terribly into late game.
Yeah. Ooh, this is going to be good. This is going to be interesting.
I like these picks.
I like these picks a lot, too.
The only thing I do not like right now is that Zyra has Ignite, and she needs Exhaust, especially for someone like Tristana. But we'll see if he switches.
Just bouncing everywhere. Like a mosh pit.
There's 2 reset characters on, in this whole game. We got Kha'Zix on one team, we got Tristana on the other. But there we go. The exhaust comes out, and we're gonna have to wait a good 4 minutes before we even get to see any gameplay.
Oh. By the way, I'm gonna references this guy is the reference desk. He sends me texts literally every game to inform me because he is an expert. Apparently, the Yorick ult is for Trist.
That is absurd.
It is.
I just thought of that, and you're correct. Yorick ult combined with Tristana is absurd. That's 2 hyper carries. It's really, really strong. But
it's really strong.
This all relies on Tristana doing super well, and it all relies on Yorick being able to fight against Cho'Gath in the top lane. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
In theory, there's a lot of counterplay here. There's a lot of counter picks. And there's really, really good team comps. But it all comes down to mechanics, and that's been a huge issue this tournament. We've seen some really, really solid team comps, and then we've seen people with the better team comp just throw it away.
Yeah. Oh, man, this is going to be a good one. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. Let's see if we got any more viewers while we're waiting here. Oh, well, we got 2 people. This is... Nah, we had Rob's here.
Tell Robbie get out. Tell Robbie's fired.
Yeah, he wants to be added to the call, but I don't like.
No. He got to commentate yesterday. This is my time to show.
I mean, that's the way I feel about it. I wanted to switch it off between 2 so it's fair. And the only reason I'm on both of these is because I'm the guy doing the streams. So I mean,
three people talking is way too many people talking.
That's too many people. Oh, I got a text from the reference desk again. He's also saying add him to the call. It's nothing personal against him. I just feel bad because Rob got his chance to shine yesterday, so I think it's dance.
We're streaming on DePaul, right?
Oh, no, I'm streaming on www.brazzers.com.
No, Brazzers, please! Keep doing it, yo. Oh, man, I didn't realize we were that Hollywood.
No, but yeah. Oh, by the way, we should probably advertise that. Well, we got the minute and 40
what?
seconds.
Advertise Brazzers?
No, dude, no. The event we got going on tomorrow.
The event tomorrow. Well, yeah. Maybe we could advertise Brazzers. See if we can get something working out.
God, I should have never brought it up. So what we got tomorrow is an event from 2 to 7 for new kids to League. We're gonna try to keep it limited so you don't get too bodied. We'll try to match you up with people who are lower level, but no promises because I don't know how many people are. I don't know what the current balance in the game labs is, but they're gonna be having games, of course, for the lower level kids. We're gonna teach you the ropes, and I have a presentation ready. I'm doing the finishing touches on it right now, and it's called A League of Legends Survival Guide So Good, Bear Grylls is jealous.
Bear Grylls is who is that?
That's the dude from Man vs. Wild. Remember? I think it's Bear
I don't
Grylls.
I don't watch Man vs. Wild or
Dude,
whatever.
everybody watched that show. That was the
That's like
best
some
show.
hippie TV show that I don't watch, Danny. Okay.
Dude, it's a pretty good show.
All right, but regardless, we're gonna get this match started in about 24 seconds, including probably about a minute or two, including the loading time. Yeah, you have to bear with me because you're gonna load faster than I am because my computer is bad. But I'm really interested to see how this game goes. I mean, if we're gonna be biased, I'm obviously rooting for EMP 5-way pot split. But looking at these comps, these are probably all gonna be a super close game. And here we go. The loading screen is going to start as I enter the dimension of XSplit. Because on my screen... It's like I have XSplit and it's doing like that little like the warp thing where it just keeps showing. It's amazing. Okay, well what we have to really talk about here though, hold up, let's stop. We have to really talk about right now is who's going to win the skin war.
Oh my god, the Sinful Succulents Morgana, thank you.
Oh yeah, that'd be that.
That's it. That's the game. That's the game. Just pack it up.
That's not the best Morgana skin. Blackthorn Morgana is way better than whatever terrible Morgana skin you just named.
The Sinful Succulents one, the one with the cooks.
Yo, it's cool, right? You got that cooking and stuff in the splash art, and you go in game and it's boring. Nothing interesting.
That is true. I'll give you that.
Everyone gets bodied by that one. Because like, man, she's gonna bake cookies. She's like throw cookies at you and just put like some cookie shit on the floor, and then all of a sudden nothing. This is done. Nothing. It's boring. It's just regular old Morgana. And it's not like she has a hat on. Ugh.
It's true. I mean, I love the art. The art for it is hilarious. But...
It's a really good art. Unfortunately, EMP 5-way pot split loses this game war because they have simple succulents Morgana and super gay Tarek. So like,
how did no? How does that lose? Because like they get Jurassic Cho'Gath.
They do have Jurassic Cho'Gath, but I mean...
Also, I think...
Gay.
Oh, God, you're right.
Tarek is gay as hell. Look at that, Tarek. Please.
That's fabulous. That is fabulous.
It's the only Tarek, to be honest.
It is. It really is. I don't know why that wasn't his default skin, honestly.
The only thing I'm not liking right now is that Jordan is in the jungle. Jordan is not a strong jungler.
He's not a good Tarzan?
Comparatively to Robot Rocky, I am more confident in that guy's jungle than Jordan's. If he counter jungles even a little bit, Jordan will literally fall apart. If he takes Wraiths, Jordan is like, what do I do? And then he will like just completely just crush himself. And he'll be like, guys, I can't help because I'm behind because I don't have Wraiths.
I am too far behind. Alright, well this game's on the road.
It's still loading for me. Is it load for you?
Oh yeah, it's loaded. You'll catch up.
Oh man, I'm still looking at this beautiful splash arts and stuff.
God.
Meanwhile, my screen flickers as if to bait me.
By the way,
I'm going. Just kidding. I'm not.
Ever since we did that work on the Ultimate Brewery event, I really wish there was a third-person mode for this now, just for laughs. Just for laughs.
Third-person mode. It's called zooming in.
Yeah, but it's not like third person. It's like over the top. That's like, hey, you're playing Smash.
It's over the top third person. What do you want from? It's not. What is it but third person?
It feels more like I'm playing Smash TV. Which, by the way, God like game.
It's just third person. Stop! It's baiting me super hard.
I know. I should probably start commentating. Looks like right now.
You should say what's actually going on.
No, I am.
Otherwise,
I'm gonna say what's actually going on right now. I got. Wait, I shouldn't or should?
You should, because I can't see. No.
Basically, right now, all 5 of them are just chilling in the bush right next to a blue buff right now, and it
Which
makes
team? Because they implies nothing.
Oh,
I want to know too. We gotta commentate for like a blind man was watching.
I know. I got you. Oh, right now it looks like EMP 5-way is going in for an invade. Let's see how this turns out. Right now, I can tell you it's not turning out very well because there's no one at red buff. No,
they're trying to. If they're doing that, they're just trying to steal the red to slow down a Mumu.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, there they are. They're going in for it.
They're gonna take the red buff because a Mumu has to start blue, so they know for a fact he's not at the red buff.
He's not at
so
red.
they take the red buff, which means that a Mumu is behind. As long as Jordan can secure his own red buff, that means a Mumu will be behind.
That's a great idea. That is a fantastic idea. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. The Mumu is gonna be behind now.
All right, I'm gonna stop recording this because it's lagging me. So
That's fine. I should have a good one now. I haven't heard any complaints from anyone yet saying that it's super laggy yet, so I'm guessing I fixed the problem.
I have those complaints.
What? Right now?
It's super laggy. The last one was super laggy. Please.
No, the last one is, but we all know. I explained why that happened, and we're not gonna explain it in public because it's a very stupid thing.
So this first part of the game, everyone's favorite: farm for 10 minutes, farm for 15 minutes. Nothing interesting happens.
Nothing at all.
Right now, it's gonna turn into
Poke.
Who is the better farmer?
It basically it's basically Facebook right now. It's just a poke. It's just a poke war.
It's just a poke war.
It's Facebook poke war right now.
Yeah.
That's literally it right now.
And if we're gonna look at this poke war, everyone is quite literally even.
Basically, yeah. Oh, give me 1 second. Apparently, the reference desk needs to give a call.
Okay.
Yo, what's up? It's still super choppy? I don't understand how it's super choppy.
Oh, we got a gank coming mid. Oh, burns the flash immediately. You might think that the kill didn't happen, but
is it really?
Burning a flash just as good as anything else. That means Morgana has no flash, and her early game is bad. She doesn't do any damage early game.
Maybe.
She put up the black shield as if to say it mattered against Kha'Zix, because it doesn't. You saw she got hit, and it just...
Well, it's not so much the RAM as much as the bandwidth right now.
Going back mid. Right now, CS is looking still pretty even. It's still too early to tell. Not much happening. Really, really simple farming game. And I mean, it's to expect it, especially from someone like Tristana. She's not really good at putting in super early game aggression. Her like early game damage not on the strongest. All her damage comes from the fact when she leaps on you, it does some damage, and she has her explosive shot, which also does a considerable amount of damage.
Also, apparently, according to the producers of this fine stream, aka everyone in chat, it's still super choppy.
That's unfortunate.
I have no idea why. I think it's the only thing I can think of now is Skype. Like, let me see. I'm gonna try one thing. Let me look into this. But I'm gonna see if I fix it. You keep the people entertained though. I'm gonna look into this, see if I can find a solution.
Alright, I'm back. I'm really scared now. Are you there? Nope. My commentating partner is gone. These are just to me.
I haven't. No, I said something. I didn't realize you left. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
I didn't leave. Right now, I'm in a 5th floor PC lab of a CDM building, and the computer here, someone was, I think, SVNing it, and you moving the mouse around and trying to like mess with stuff, which means I think I might have a visitor soon regarding the IT department trying to kick me out. Most likely, probably going to happen. If you hear me getting suplexed, that's probably why.
Okay, yeah, I have a feeling you're gonna get bodied.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Man, I don't think I'm gonna get like, they might just say stop this. I don't think they're gonna like send me to jail or anything.
You going to jail? But yeah, I'm trying right now. What I'm trying to do is see why it's lagging so hard right now. I see. I'm trying to figure out.
Try lowering the resolution.
That's what I'm doing. I might have to stop the stream for like 2 seconds and lower it real fast.
What resolution are you streaming at right
now? Let me see. Let me close this out real fast. Right now I have my bitrate at 1200.
That's not a resolution. That's a bitrate.
I thought that controls the resolution.
That's not. That's just the bitrate, Saint Danny. Trying to ask what resolution you are streaming at. Regardless, let's talk about video games and how bad you are at streaming.
Okay. Besides that, okay, for the record, I am godlike at streaming. You know what?
That's bullshit. You're full shit. Regardless, right now the 80 carries are pulling apart. Frank, D-Sop 2 is farming harder than Tristana, just barely. And it's interesting to me that the top lane, the Cho'Gath is being aggressive on right now because Cho'Gath counters Yorick. Cho'Gath passive procs off Yorick ghosts. And he's getting stomped. Except in CS, he's 10 CS ahead. So in that regard, like he's still beating it, but right now he just got pushed out of lane by Yorick. The only thing is that Yorick is not taking advantage of this. On the minimap, you can tell he's going back now because Yorick has no mana. And that's really the big problem with Yorick. Yorick has Infinity Sustain. He has Infinity Harass. He's a really annoying champion, but all of a sudden he just runs out of mana, and then you're just like, well, this sucks. But you see he picks up that tier. He's going to be rushing that mana Mune. He's going to try and be dealing as much damage as possible, maintaining his mana. And meanwhile, Cho'Gath picks up the Catalyst because he's going for that Rod of Ages. If I was him, I would build 6 Rod of Ages, though. Because Rod of Ages stacking is the best.
Rod of Ages stacking is quite possibly the best national pastime in the league ever.
Exactly. Between the mid lane, Morgana pulling ahead of Ryze, and it's really going to come down to this game. It's going to come down to the 80 carries, quite honestly. I mean, that's the only advantage EMP 5WayPotSplit has right now. You can see they have a 300 gold advantage, and that's just between the 80 carries right now. Exactly 300 gold between the 80 carries. The whole thing right now is just that, you know, they have a Taric, and Taric is meant for lane aggression, and they're not taking advantage of it right now. They're
He's just
pretty passive for a Taric lane. Which, I mean, it can play to their advantage, but Taric's sort of known for the, you know, early game aggressor, dazzle someone, and then shatter and deal 50% of their health, and then people write on the forums how it's, you know, BS and everything like that. So, like, right now, though, in the top lane, Cho'Gath still ahead. Actually, Cho'Gath, when he hits 6, obviously he scales really, really well. His ult stacks make him really, really potent in being an annoying tank who's just sort of in your face and won't let you get away. The Rupture being super good for that, popping you up.
Right, give me
some good CC. Oh, and Morgana going all in right now too. Are you gonna dive? That's a terrible idea.
Nah.
Your back shield does nothing. What does that sound?
What's up?
What does that sound?
What sound?
Like a fan.
Oh, you hear that too?
Yeah.
That's my fan.
Oh, and Ryze is dead. Guaranteed dead.
Jeez.
That's what you get for having no war coverage. So right now, it's not looking good. That Ryze, not as good as my Ryze. Could be better.
World's best Ryze.
I am a super good Ryze. Makes me very sad I'm not a part of this tournament. But being on the other end of it, it has its own perks.
The thing that I find hilarious about all the stream issues is the fact that, oh my god, our fans are going, apparently I can get private messages still, and they're saying it's going cray. Let me see.
It's going cray?
Yeah, like everyone's getting really upset.
Look, it's not my fault, I'm not doing anything.
No, they're getting upset at me.
He bandage tossed a minion though.
That was a
He's
good
not
call.
gonna get anything.
That was a great call. That's what we like to call the freaking roughneck plays.
Right now, Tristana rushing Infinity Edge, which is what you do on Tristana. That's how you play her. Kha'Zix here for gank. Kha'Zix is super far behind, only level 6. He's hopping, he's getting the slow, get the pop up, has to burn the flash, but that slow is super good. He ults himself. If Cho'Gath can eat him, nope. No dice. Cho'Gath probably
he ain't eating well tonight.
No, but he's gonna have to eat a minion. It'll work out. Still super good for him to eat that. Gets a stack of his ult up and gets infinity health as a result. And he's
we got a 1v1.
1v1 Misfortune. They both have attack speed steroids, and the whole thing here is that Tristana has a BF sword, a pickaxe, and a longsword compared to just a Vamp Scepter and 2 Doran's blades. The only advantage that Frank has is the attack speed from the Berserker Grease.
Yeah.
Frank technically should still be ahead because of the farm. Yep, he's still 300 gold ahead. So even though that Tristana got that kill, Frank is still actually ahead of Tristana. Oh, and the stun coming out. Hop? Yeah, he's going to jump on him. We can see a fight here. Justin missing all of his stun, but oh my god, Ryze teleporting down. What a good teleport. And can we get this kill? Ryze, Gonna go in, burns the barrier, and they both get away with just a speck of health. Ridiculous. Amumu counter jungling Kha'Zix right now. He takes the blue. Like I said, if Jordan gets counter jungled, he's done. But I think Jordan's taking the blue for himself, and they ward it, and I don't think they see him right now. Oh, Morgana is trying to secure it. Jordan has no mana. If Morgana fights him right now, he is done. He literally cannot even hop away. They're trying to give the blue buff to Ryze. Can he get it? He gets it, and they're out. Wow. They trade blues. Fantastic. Even though Jordan got counter jungled, and he's going to be looking for his own blue because Kha'Zix loves blue, he's not going to find anything. But the important thing to note here is that even though Amumu got the blue, Ryze got the blue for their team. Ryze with blue versus Morgana without blue, super good for Ryze.
Yeah. Like, all Kha'Zix is going to find is just shattered dreams.
Yeah, it's just shattered
dreams that were blue ones.
Blue buff ahead.
Oh, man.
Oh, this game's, like I predicted, too close to call.
It is. I had a feeling from the get-go it was going to be really close. Let's see. Are we going to have him? Nah, he's not going to go. Oh, maybe he is.
Oh, and Amumu coming mid. They saw that Ryze got the blue. They're trying to take it back. Kha'Zix nearby. Kha'Zix full mana. I think he's taking his red.
I think they know. They see him.
There it is, and he's just trying to. There again, once again with a counter jungling. Like I said, Jordan is free to counter jungling, but he ends up only taking the race. Gets to a minion. Oh, they're going for Morgana. No. This is super risky. Why are you going? There's a Mumu's right there, and yeah, they back off. Yeah. Jordan burns the ult though, but some work clearing. I'm cheering for that. And the game is literally dead even. 17,000 gold for both teams on the mark. This game, I wanted it to be a stomp. I got things to do, but for the sake of a good tournament, I guess it's good that the game is this close so far. It's still only 15 and a half minutes in. There's quite a bit of game left to go. No towers taken even, and 3 kills in almost 16 minutes. Everyone here is playing super solid. They don't want to try anything crazy. No. They don't want to throw anything away. And honestly, like with a team like EMP 5WayPotSplit, they're probably, in order to secure their advantage, they're gonna have to make some crazy plays. I think they're gonna have to. That's their strong suit. We saw in the first game against the Velociraptor, they put a Zyra Leona bot lane. They excel in crazy gimmicks, and that team is an extreme dive comp. They just only go in. Super strong for them. Super strong for their playstyle. Because they're pot split, so they want to put on a show. But right now, we see, I think the ward sees Amumu. That's why you see Kha'Zix there waiting for a counter gank. They're trying to bait something out from Amumu. Amumu has no clue they're there, and Amumu not biting. He's just sitting there. I don't know what he's waiting for. He can just walk up.
I think he's waiting for him to push up just a little bit more. But I can tell if Amumu goes in, it's going to be carnage.
Yeah, Frank, you see Frank, he's not trying to get too close because he wants to be in a position that where if he gets stunned, he's right in range of Kha'Zix to jump in. You see both junglers wasting their time.
Yeah, I think
a fair trade wasted time, but Amumu, he's trying to come in again through the tri-bush. Kha'Zix sees him. He knows he's out of there.
Yeah, nothing.
And he's just going to walk into lane, or they're going to start putting wards up. And you see the wards. Meanwhile, top lane, Cho'Gath demolishing Yorick. Eats him for free. And Cho'Gath gets another stack. This Cho'Gath's going to be humongous. But he's got to build right. He's got that Rod of Ages. Now he's got to go full tank. He's got to go Frozen Heart and just build super tanky. Shut down everyone on their team. Because think about exactly, because he needs to be a tank. He cannot just be a damage dealer. The Roa is super good for him, but overall, he needs to just stay solid and be the tank that this team deserves.
nice Dark Knight reference.
What? Of course, I gotta put that shit in there. And meanwhile, Morgana coming to the top lane. Morgana, she can actually in her life never kill Cho'Gath. Like in the whole game, Morgana can have like 900 AP and it will not matter. Cho'Gath is just too tanky and too big, and she does not deal enough burst damage. So, see, you're just pushing out the top waves, trying not to secure.
Oh, we might have a dead Taric here.
Is that another Ryze teleport gank? And the flash, and there we go. Rise coming in. He gets stunned though, but Rise is a tanky person. He's just gonna walk away from that, losing about 50% of his health.
Oh, here comes the Moo.
Almost trying to do something there, but this 3v2, even though they're at 50%, Rise deals incredible amounts of burst damage, and all that Amumu has is a giant spell. That's just health. There's no resistances there.
Oh, he got shut down anyways from doing anything. Rise is going back. Jordan's going back into the jungle. Oh man, this is good.
So,
Pretty
almost like a 1,000 gold lead. No objective secure, not even a dragon. Literally, it's just farm. And right now we're seeing it's pretty solid on everyone. The top lane is very, very clearly one-sided. Cho'Gath is demolishing Yorick. Also in farm and in 2 kills. 2 kills on a Yorick, it's a counter pick for sure. And it's looking tough. But Yorick's job isn't necessarily to be a part of the fight too much. His job is to ult that Tristana. And she's hanging in there. Now we see Raya is picking up the Rod of Ages. There's 3 Rod of Ages in this game. I need more.
There's too many. It's just going to get more absurd.
Finally, we see the first turret taken down. Bot lane turrets get taken out by Tristana. Super good at taking turrets. Her attack speed server is ridiculous.
Oh, she's getting booped. Oh, that was... Oh, those minions too? That's like half his health gone.
I've taken a heavy chunk of damage in mid lane. Don't know how. But that blue buff on Morgana also, like you said, Lars had the blue buff earlier, pushes his advantage. Now Morgana's got that blue buff, and I think he's going to get the blue buff right now from Kha'Zix.
Again, we got more help. We got more help from the reference desk again, saying, yeah, the whole plan is to protect that Trist.
Is it reference desk a friend of Thunderous Lovers?
No. We both know him.
Okay.
Actually, everyone on stream probably knows him now.
Oh, is it Rob?
No, it's Schaefer.
Oh, it's Schaefer, yeah.
Yeah, Schaefer's...
That's a pretty good reference.
Schaefer's been watching all the matches.
That's good.
He even stuck with us. Oh, that's a dead
Oh
Frank.
my god. Like I said, right there. Oh my god, what a great fight. And Zyra should be able to clean this up pretty free. Oh no, Tristana ults him away, but can anyone converge? No.
Oh my
god. Well, it may look like a 1-for-1. They traded 80 carry for support there. That's super good for Tristana.
That's super
and actually nothing else. I have nothing to say to that. I am the worst commentator on the planet. But I'm super impressed by that fight.
That was
MF
good.
No health, able to get a full ult off thanks to the Zyra ult. Really, really strong. You can see why they picked the Zyra. But unfortunately, the Shatter, the full combo from Taric and the full combo from Tristana. Too much of the handle.
No.
He's sported. He's going to deal infinity damage. He's dead. He's going to ult. Oh, he jumps away from the ult. Meanwhile, Zyra, I can't even tell. They're just too fat in the way. Zyra is trying to do something. I don't even know why they went in. This is a free fight. This is almost 3 kills. Oh, they get trade 3 for 1 though? Can Rise get away? It'll be incredible if he does.
Get away. I think her bind should be coming soon.
Oh, and Taric though? They're gonna dive. Of course they're gonna dive, but here comes
the dive. Oh shit!
Oh,
Morgana missed the skill shot by no matter.
Oh my gosh. MF gets away almost. Yeah. And you wanna talk about being ahead. That's what we call throwing.
Oh,
they have to be aware that there's going to be wards and bushes like those, and he has to be aware that that is a terrible place to stand if there's possibly a ward in that bush. If they're going to want to do something about this, they're going to need to pick up an Oracles or start pink warding everything. Basically. But right now, if MF short of face, Tristana could have chased, but they're going to try and take 2 towers here, and they need to stop this because they can't have traded 3 kills and 2 towers. And they're going to go for a dragon. Oh, it's not looking good overall.
No, it's not looking good.
No, good for B5WayPotSplit.
It's not over yet, but
it's not over yet. Only a 400 gold deficit, which is nothing, to be honest. Quite literally nothing. But the mid laners is a pretty significant difference. It's a 1,200 gold difference between Morgana and Rise, with Morgana having the advantage. She's almost done with her Zanya. She's carrying what? She is carrying 5 gold away. Literally, she can go back right now, buy that Zanya's. She can initiate for free. All she has to do is walk in, hit R, hit Zanya's, and that whole team is stunned. And this is the exact thing that EMP 5WayPotSplit wanted to do to them.
Yeah. That woman's gonna need a hardcore back massage after this. Trying to carry this whole team? That's gonna hurt.
Yeah. The only
Poor
thing
woman
Morgana
can't hold herself up. Uh-oh.
We have a team
we
fight.
got it.
Blows up instantly. Not a really big damage dealer, but it's really, really useful. Meanwhile, this team fight, all of a sudden,
what?
super good initiation on the red team's part, and they're going to get 3 kills and a dragon for free. There's nothing that can happen. A complete turnaround from Lily would just happen now.
Yeah, it was like the exact opposite of what we just... Oh, man.
A lot of it
I
has
can't
to
get
do
over
with
that just happened. I can't get
a
over
lot
the
of
fact that just
the
happened.
fact that they knew that in the fight earlier, Amumu had used his ult, which means all he had to really contribute was his bandage toss. And also, Tarek died instantly, so whatever focus they were trying to go for, it didn't happen. Because obviously in a team fight, people need to be focused and things need to be managed, and that this did not happen. The front line for 5WayPotSplit was just too large with the Cho'Gath initiate, and Rise CC, it just made it like Tarek exploded instantly, and then all the damage shifted from there, and Rise zoned out Tristana super well. A super good team fight for 5WayPotSplit.
It's hard about turning the game around. Wow.
Yeah.
Just wow.
Well, you know what? They're splitting they're splitting the pot in between everyone. So like they wanted to like show some weakness and then just like take advantage of the fact that they think they're better.
So
and they wanted to just. I think it was on purpose. All there. I think they did it on purpose.
Yeah, that's gotta be it. That's gotta be it, man. I mean, I finally understand the logic between the 5WayPotSplit. Finally.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It's key.
We're going to pick up the blue again. Rise needs to get his own blue.
Yeah, Rise needs to get himself a blue.
Yeah, but Rise is teleports. So what I would like to see them do is start split pushing, and then Rise can teleport in for a team fight or a gank if necessary. But they need to start taking some towers because
especially while they have the advantage right now.
Exactly.
Keep it going. Keep the pressure on.
Advantage. The thing is, it's very hard to push against Morgana. Not as hard as it is to push it against Anivia, but still pretty hard. That the black pool from Morgana really just takes out the backline instantly, and she only really has to focus on last hitting the melee minions.
Yeah.
Like I said, Rise going top to split push. I like this. I like this a lot because Rise can go top. He can take York.
Without a doubt, yeah. That's easy. That's easy peasy for Rise. Also, apparently, according to the reference desk again, what I'm being told is Rise needs to get himself a Banshee's Veil.
Yeah, a Banshee's Veil would be really solid right now because that means that if Morgana goes into initiate, first of all, will have no effect on Rise. Alternatively, if Tarek tries to get a stun, or he tries to get bandage tossed by Mumu, there's nothing that happens to him. And right now, the biggest carry on the team is Rise, because Rise is the one that scales best into late game. He's Infinity late game. He's a super cheap character. I want to ban from all tournaments.
Face roll on the keyboard and you got yourself
Exactly. The key to Rise is just turning on Smartcast and then just like flopping your hands back and forth on the keyboard.
It's true.
That's really how I learned how to play Rise, by the way. The first time I played Rise, I didn't have Smartcast on, and someone said, turn on Smartcast and just do it. And I did it, and all of a sudden, like, Rise is one of my best champs now. So, like... Actually, speaking of Banshee's Veil, that Negatron Cloak is almost certainly a Banshee's Veil. Because all he needs is now is the Catalyst. And it'll turn into Banshee's Veil.
Yeah, it'll turn into Banshees.
He's sitting on 1,200 plus 600, so... He would need about like 300 more gold to get the Banshee's Veil. He was super strong.
Oh, here comes Rise, too.
Rise.
Just like you said.
But they can just dive. And but a Mumu putting him in place. And that Black Shield trying to put in work. But they're just sitting under the tower. Cho'Gath goes in a little bit too hard.
Literally
Jordan Lily jumps in for quite like no reason. Oh, the Zanyas, though. Oh, they go into those hot baits. Oh, it doesn't matter, though. The Rise Q takes her out immediately. But they're still aggressing. Oh my god, I forgot about the Yoracle, but the problem is it's still not working. Nothing's happening. Okay, I have to just say what happened there, because Morgana ulted and the York ult ran out before the stun.
It looked like it ran out.
So it was basically useless.
Oh, that's a dead York, too. Or not, never mind. I thought they were going to try to finish the job. Oh, this is
no, they'll be low. They're going to be up in a little bit, so this is really small, but just... super good team fighting under a tower even. Like
jeez, that Cho, he ate so many tower shots. It's like, it's okay, man.
Tanked the tower for so long. They got 2 towers, 4 kills. Oh no, 3 kills. York lived. Still.
Yeah, York was the only one who lived out of that.
And like honestly, like when you're sitting in the position of Thunderous Lovers, you have to. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my god! I'm so sad that didn't work because that would have been hilarious. And it was super sick. Jordan almost being punished for a terrible place to recall. Amumu burns his flash to go for it. Unfortunately, Amumu is a tank, and he deals decent damage for a tank as far as like sustained damage, but not the burst that he needed to kill Kha'Zix before he leads away. What I was saying before though is if you're Thunderous Lovers, you have to be thinking to yourself, how could we have done that team fight better? Because it was under a tower, and Amumu got an ult on 5 people.
Yeah.
And they still couldn't make something off of that, and like that is demoralizing right there.
Yikes.
The only thing that could have gone better is Morgana actually being able to use her ult, because she never got a chance to.
No, she never did, and that could have changed. I don't know if it would have changed the fight too big, but I think he would have at least got a kill.
Because Amumu got 5 people, and if Morgana got 5 people, they were under a tower. That tower, remember, towers do increasingly more damage for every tower shot that happened in a row.
Oh yeah, but by that point they were like towards the middle of mid. When she came in for the ult. I'm talking about for Morgana.
But she got York ulted and did it. If she had ulted before she died.
Oh yeah, if she would have ulted before she died, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that would have been huge. That would have been.
Remember, she had her Zhonya's up too. She could have ulted in Zhonya's, and it would have been super perfect.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So,
you're right.
It may have just been an execution error on her part, which is, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty fraudulent because hitting R and then another button is not very execution heavy. But I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, but I kind of just did. So.
Oh my god, that bind almost nailed Cho. I think Cho missed that by an inch.
It wouldn't have done anything though because he's Cho. Cho building Abyssal, getting
just
some
laughed. Just would have laughed.
Cho building Abyssal right now. He's getting some of that MR, also lowering their MR super strong. And I think those that 2 cloth arm is going to turn into a Warden's Mail. They're doing Dragon. They're like dancing around though. They know that they know, and it's going to turn into another team fight possibly. York going in. He's the front line, and we're going to see Amumu coming for a smite steal. Jordan takes it. He lifts away. He does not want to fight, but right now, Amumu's going in. The team is super spread out. They're focusing Rise. Rise is getting completely crushed. Cho'Gath's trying to make something happen, and Amumu's not even dying. So actually, no, he finally died. So
no one gets off.
1 for 1.
Zhonya backfires completely. That's a double.
Oh gosh! And York ult happens again. Right now, it's 2 for 2. But Morgana, that York ult putting in a ton of work, and once again, this crazy team fighting happening back and forth. They win a team fight, and the reason why they lost the 5WayPotSplit lost this fight is they said to themselves, take the dragon and get away. And they should know that they have the advantage. You saw 4 people were stacking on Rise, and Rise lived for like at least 4 seconds.
He had at least 4 or 5 seconds.
Rise lived against 4 people.
Yeah.
If they had all been together, they could have gotten Zyra ult going off, and they could have gotten everything going off all at once. But once Jordan took the dragon, he leaped out of the dragon pit.
I mean, I would go as far to say that probably would have even been an ace. If Rise was still, if they stayed by Rise and they didn't split up like that.
Yeah, it could have easily been an ace.
I would say so. Yeah.
They just need to focus on team fighting better in a situation like that. They know they have the advantage. They're looking at their jungler right now. He's got a black cleaver and he's got a ton of health. Like, he is stacked right now. Everyone is just holding that bling, yo. They just completely popping off all this stuff, and like they have the advantage.
And they have to popping off this stuff.
Look at all this stuff. Like, look at all that bling that Rise has, please. Please, you have to know he's balling.
Yo, I have to admit right here, like, now that I think the stream's at least better, and I think people can watch it now, we have to take a second to appreciate the fact that our little backseat commentator, Schaefer, this is hilarious. Like, he just pops up in my all chat every once in a while, just like little tidbits here and there. It's pretty good.
What's interesting right now is they're going for a super early Baron. No one's here to contest it, and Muma's gonna have to come. Smite. Oh, Jordan actually gets the smite steal. Muma's by himself. They could just turn. They're trying to run away again. Just fight. Here we go. And immediately, Oh my god, Morgana goes down instantly. York, super dead. Rise is going in, Amumu's going down, and and York ulted himself. Not a good person to ult. York super behind, doesn't do anything. A 3-for-0 exchange plus the Baron. This game looking pretty one-sided right now.
This is over. I don't know what they were thinking on that Baron. They should have went in sooner.
They could have just went in and stopped the Baron. Instead, they went for a smite steal, and Amumu had the chance to smite steal. But Jordan took it out after him. And Jordan is not very good at smite stealing. I'm going to completely underplay Jordan this whole game because Jordan is bad. He is a fraud. But right now, that was a good smite steal. And he's smite Dragon at the end, too. He's playing right now, not the best. He's made some very, very easy mistakes, but he's getting better and he's improving. And very much I have to commend him for that. But he's a fraud.
Free.
Yeah, free. Hold that.
Yeah, even our little reference desk is agreeing. They needed to contest that.
If they had just gone in, they probably could have just drove him off from
Yeah, they could have at least drove someone off. If not, they probably wouldn't have gotten a kill.
A fight under Baron, if Amumu had gone in earlier, left the Baron up, just ulted them under Baron. Baron, they have aggroed Baron. Yeah. Baron does a ton of damage.
Baron is not happy with them invading his home like that. He's going to let them have it.
That's his house. You do not break into a man's house and just steal right in front of him, all right? That is dangerous territory. And the Baron damage that would be being dealt would be too much for them to handle. Even if Amumu died from the Baron because he's the one that's diving in there, if he ulted them and kept them there, that would be enough to turn the fight in their favor because that would be 6v5 all of a sudden, as opposed to the normal 5v5, which they know they're not winning. Here, like I said, Cho'Gath picking up that Frozen Heart. Like I said, super good pickup. It counters Tristana perfectly. No, the only thing I don't like here is that EMP 5WayPotSplit, they're 10,000 gold ahead. They have a Baron on them, and right now they're not
progressing.
No, they're securing their buffs, which is smart. They have Baron for a considerable amount of time. You know, probably about like 3 minutes remaining on it, but they have to do something with this Baron because I mean they've gotten these objectives. They've gotten 2 dragons so far, the only dragons in the game, and they've gotten the only Baron in the game. Now they got the inhibitor, and now they need to start pushing other lanes. Rise has a teleport, perfect for split pushing right now. He needs to go top or bottom, put some aggression on those lanes, and they need to either push up mid or push up top to drive some people and force them to split up because there's no teleport in the other team. They can't actually do anything.
You know what? I'm honestly going to say here, I think what their plan is right now is to force another team fight. I think they're going to try to force another team fight because I think right now 5WayPotSplit knows that if they go into a team fight, that's done. They're going to win it. And I think they're going to try to use that with the Baron to force an ace and then just go ham.
Exactly. And right now, you see, the things to the Rise teleport, they can do both exactly perfectly.
Yeah, there you go.
As long as they just completely push bot, if a fight happens, all Rise has to do is teleport to a minion or teleport to a ward. Right now, Rise is taking top uncontested, and if I would possibly right now, like they can just walk away from this, no problem. No one is going to stop Rise.
I don't think they're gonna be running away anytime soon. I think they're out for
trying to go. They know it's 4v5, but they have to know the teleport's there. Oh, he stopped Tristana. Oh, he's going in. He tried to eat him. He tried to go in, and I respect that because Corey doesn't usually do that. But right now, he's feeling himself. He's going ham, and I want to see more of that.
Oh, they're running away now. I want to see this go. I want to see this go.
They're probably setting Tristana top. Oh, Rise teleports down to bot because he thinks a fight's going to happen. At the very least, Tristana's not there. They can just take this turret for free.
This turret for sure.
They take 2 turrets because Rise pushed top just enough to get both turrets. This game is coming to PotSplit, let me tell you. Oh, he has to ult. He's coming in. He's gonna ult. He's got to ult right now. Where's the ult? Where's the ult? Something. You gotta do something. There it is, but it doesn't hit anybody. It hits literally 0 people. Curse of the Sad Mummy, literally making him the saddest mummy because what was the point of that?
No, I don't know really what he was thinking. I don't know why he didn't just I wish we could have a live cam right now of that keyboard, because I can guarantee you that man was mashing that R key as much as possible.
Wasn't. No way he wanted to start mashing R. It was way too late. Jordan probably gonna die here because he has terrible position. He's trying to dive in 1v4.
He gets out anyways like a champ. This is great.
The Jordan special. I don't know if you saw last game at all, but Jordan played Zed the last game versus Lost Rapture. He would dive in like 2 towers and 3 people just to try and kill someone. Like, he does not care about obstacles in his way. And right now, EMP 5WayPotSplit is looking to try and end this game.
Oh,
And
I think they will.
it's looking pretty good. They've driven everyone off the towers, and they've taken two of the Nexus towers. Reading it right now, no one's attacking Miss Fortune. She's just taking the Nexus, and there's the ult finally at the end of the game. We see an Amumu ult, and the game ends right there. EMP 5WayPotSplit crushes Thunderous Lovers.
Oh,
and
man.
It looks rocky at the beginning. All of a sudden, their team fighting meshed together, and it just looks great. And I'm looking at the members of EMP 5WayPotSplit through the window right now. They're watching their own game because we have a 3-minute delay. They spoiled the game for me. I saw them through the glass. I knew they spoiled it for me. I thought maybe Thunderous Lovers like came back all of a sudden. They just like Karthus ulted and everyone died.
This isn't even on the other team.
So a super strong showing from 5WayPotSplit from a rocky start. Pretty like even start. Some crazy stuff happens. Some questionable triple kills. All of a sudden, they realize their team fight is way better, and they secure the game through multiple team fights where they show that they are the greatest.
The greatest.
I didn't mean to spoil it, Frank, but yes.
Anyways,
that's the game. Is there anything you wanna comment on, Danny, about that game?
I don't know what to say except I think right now out of all the matches, that was probably the most enjoyable to watch because
I think so far in this tournament, 5WayPotSplit has had the most interesting games.
Yeah, that was very interesting.
They have been at least the closest.
They're nail biters.
In this case, it wasn't even that close. It was close at first, and it became a stomp later on in the game.
Yeah.
Even when at the character select, they countered their strategy by picking Morgana, which I know they wanted to pick.
You can hear them laughing in the background too.
I'm curious to know like what they thought when the Morgana happened, because that's definitely not what they expected, and it was working out super well for them at first. Morgana was 4-0 at one point in the game. Yeah. They decided instead of banning out Morgana, they just take the Morgana away. So, overall, like a super solid game.
Super solid game to watch.
So
I enjoyed it.
basically, what ended up happening is York got. I think this is what happened in this game. So it's hard to call an MVP right now. I have to rewatch it, but there's a lot of notable things. First of all, the top lane. Cho'Gath counters York super hard. There's nothing York can do.
No, there's
Each
nothing.
of those ghosts gives Cho'Gath health and mana back. So every time that York wants to harass, instead of harassing, he gives Cho'Gath a treat. All right, he gives him some free candy.
I love that. He gives him a treat.
He gives him a treat. In the mid lane, even though Morgana was basically crushing everybody, Ryze scales way harder than Morgana, and we saw it in the game. Morgana was a huge threat early game, 4 kills and to nothing, and Ryze had like a kill on him, except for like 2 kills he got from teleport ganks, which were exceptional. It just ended up being more of Morgana's favor in the beginning. But as we saw, Ryze just he had the Banshees, he had the Rod, he had the Seraphs. He is the tanky, probably the second tankiest person in the game.
Oh, without a doubt.
Next to Cho'Gath, which
Cho'Gath
makes no
is
sense.
unkillable.
Because Ryze dealt. I'm gonna look at the damage right now. The only person who dealt more damage was Misfortune. And that's because Misfortune landed probably the best ults all throughout the game. Every single Misfortune ult hit 3 to 4 people. It hit multiple people. It completely obliterated Morgana every time. It completely obliterated York every time. There was nothing they could do. Basically what happened is Cho'Gath hit a rupture and Misfortune shot her guns and started popping off. And that's
pow, 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 pow. Yeah, that's it.
And it was just it's hard to call an MVP for this game.
It
Definitely.
really is.
I just have to throw that out there because like if we want to call it what both teams need to improve on, both teams need to improve on their mechanics, especially Thunderous Lovers. There's some lane mechanics that need to be focused on. Both teams need to work on their team fighting because there was a couple team fights. Amumu got in, did his ult pretty well. Near the end, Amumu had infinity chances to ult and never did it.
Never did. I don't know what happened there.
It just never happened. There was just not enough ults happening. There was just Amumu is a super good initiator, and the whole point is Amumu has to go in, and Morgana has to go in right after.
Right after.
Morgana starts the ult right there, and then she starts following them. And the moment they want to turn to kill Morgana, which is the base, it's either run away or turn and kill Morgana, the only counters for her ult, she's on yes.
I think that's something that really kind of messed him up though, is that the guy who does play Lulu, he plays a lot of Sejuani and jungle, and he was trying to play Sejuani jungle. He wasn't playing like Lulu. He was trying to position yourself in the middle of the team and get everyone. He was going specifically just straight for me, always. He was trying to like 1v1 me. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
So like there was a lot of times where like he would ult and it would hit like one person,
Or he just wouldn't ult at all.
or he just wouldn't ult. Like
Frank of 5WayPotSplit, I don't know if you guys can hear him. He's talking about how the jungler in the team, Robot Raku, plays a lot of Trundle and plays a lot of Sejuani. And those characters, Sejuani especially, has the option of ulting from a range because her ult is basically just a Mumu ult, but from a range.
Yeah.
And that means Sejuani can focus the carries with her ult at her own will. But a Mumu has to get in a position where he can actually get multiple people. You know, because a Mumu ult, obviously, you don't want to just use it on one person. That'd probably be... That's the only thing worse is not ulting at all, which is what he did. So, at the very least, he has to ult somebody. But the thing about a Mumu ult is that, I mean, if you can't get the carries, the next thing you have to do is get everyone else. Because, of course, like, your goal is to focus the carries, but so is the other team. So if you at least ult 2 or 3 people, that's 2 or 3 people who aren't doing anything, who aren't focusing the carries. It gives you the opportunity to control the team fight the way you want to. So like I was saying, like this mechanics overall needs to be worked on. For 5WayPotSplit, wards, I definitely think ward coverage is something we need to work on.
Yeah, there weren't that many wards.
And also, if they're gonna have Jordan in the jungle again, Jordan needs to work on his jungling mechanics.
Yeah, he fell behind.
He needs to be aware of it's time to team fight, because there was a time at Dragon where he just abandoned his team, and Rise got 4v1'd.
Yeah, that was
and the Rise player is saying he almost balled on all of them, and to be honest, he almost did. He was 4v1, he survived for at least 4 to 5 seconds, which is absurd.
That was I think probably the biggest mistake that they made team fight wise throughout that whole match for 5WayPotSplit was splitting up like that at Dragon. Cause I'm pretty sure they could have turned that if they were all together in that and just steamrolled.
So you're our person watching. What would you call him?
The reference.
What do you call Schaefer?
He's the reference test.
He says that Jordan was the MVP for being delicious bait the whole game. And he'd also like to remind everyone, even though we're the ones running the stream, so I will remind you, not the other way around, Schaefer, that tomorrow. Easy Bake Oven versus Potato Doctors is happening at 1:40.
Yeah, I hopefully will be there to stream it. Hopefully, being the keyword.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rely on you because I don't think I can make that, Danny. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
good.
have class. I have class at 1 to 2, from 1 to 2. Unless I get out early, which I did last time, but I don't know.
Okay, I mean that's fine because if I don't get there, if I don't. Because I have to go to the Army Navy store, but might just go during the event then, after I do my little presentation.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, you should be able to be there because the event's at 2 or 3-ish. Yeah, you're supposed to be at the event.
Yeah.
So you can make. Stop lying. Okay, you're making this. You're going to this one. And you're streaming it.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully next time, like I said. I don't know what it was. I think partially Skype, partially this is just not. The resolution was weird. I don't know. I'm gonna do some more research into this. I thought what it was. I thought we identified the problem, but I guess not.
I would like to give a shout out to Preston because that guy sucks, and I want him to die.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah. That's some good.
He said my commentating sucks. He's hurting my feelings.
Who did?
It was Rick Preston. I don't know if I think he graduated. He graduated from DePaul. Yeah. Yeah, he's really good. Yeah, he's super good. He's super good. What? Schaefer's really good. Yeah. No, Steve Vaughn's super good, but now he's really bad. Bronze Elo.
Oh, okay, yeah, they want me to fix the screen for next time. Yeah, the whole screen thing, that was like an emergency fix. I have to get I'm going to get a better resolution for it next time. I squished it up really fast because I want to make sure no one missed too much of the action. But like I said,
Schaefer's trying to message me on Skype, but I don't actually get notifications for Skype, so all of this
he was messaging me too. Like I said, I had mine set to please don't bother me right now, or I might just cut your throat open. So
Okay, well, are you done with the stream, or are we still
yeah,
on the stream?
I'm gonna stop it now.